Hello, I'm Wendy Brockman with the latest Lakewood news and events. The April 27th council meeting began with Councilmember Tom Quinn announcing the winners of the 2015 Sustainability Awards. Lucy Preston received the Defender of the Planet Youth Award for spreading awareness about sustainability topics in her community. And students from the Warren Tech Sustainability Program and Consumer and Family Sciences Program at Lakewood High School received the same award for creating an aquaponics system to support the school's Garden to Cafeteria program. Employees who received the Bruce Peoples Eco Employee Award include Toby Erxleben for facilitating the launch of the Compost Pilot program at the Lakewood Civic Center, Julie Elam for coordinating recycling and compost collection in day-to-day operations and community events at the Lakewood Heritage Center, plus Tammy Smith for spearheading the conversion of a paper docket system to a digital display for the municipal courts. Recipients of the Community Sustainability Awards include Runner's Roost for taking in used running and walking shoes to provide to homeless shelters and a foundation serving African countries, Reframe Creative Reuse Center, which creates a convenient alternative to disposal by collecting donated craft materials to make them available through an affordable, accessible craft shop, the Jefferson County Open Space Community Garden, which was created so students can learn about nature and nutrition, and the center at Warren Tech, which is a collaboration between Warren Tech High School and the Squeaky Bean Restaurant, which creates organic, sustainable produce that is sold locally. In other City Council news, City Council approved an updated comprehensive plan, which is a vision and roadmap for the city for the next 10 years. The updated plan covers land use, transportation, neighborhoods, and economic development. The plan provides critical guidance by articulating what community members want to see in their city and how they want their values reflected in the choices city officials make. To watch the April 27th City Council meeting online, visit www.lakewood.org/council videos. Lakewood PD and Green Mountain High School staff and students recently partnered with West Metro Fire, Flight for Life, and the Coroner's Office to give students at Green Mountain High first-hand experience of what it's like to see a drunk driving accident during a mock accident. The technique of letting students know it is not okay to drink and drive teaches from the emotional side and not the scare tactics that have been used in the past. The role players are their friends and classmates, so seeing the mock accident with people they know has a longer impact to help students make the decision to not drink and drive. The mock accident was just one of several events happening during the week leading up to prom. Students also participated in distracted driving exercises, a crash car exhibit with a storyboard, a state patrol driving simulator, and a safe driving pledge poster. Across the metro area, serious motor vehicle collisions are interrupting and ending lives too soon. In fact, the death toll from these accidents has spiked in the Denver area this year. Law enforcement leaders across the metro area, including Lakewood, recently kicked off the Slow and Serious campaign with an important message to young drivers. When you get behind the wheel, make sure you concentrate on the road and nothing else. Take a look at this interview with an accident victim.
My message to all those drivers is put your phone down, turn it off. Put your smoking devices in the glove box. And think about your kids and your family and the people that you impact while you're driving that 4,000 to 6,000 pound vehicle. Because when you impact somebody's life, you think it'll never happen to me. Not going to be my problem. I'm not going to be a victim, or I'm not going to be part of the problem. Well, then you need to be part of the solution, and that is to be more attentive, more alert, and pay attention to what's going on.
Denver metro area law enforcement agencies are encouraging everyone who gets behind the wheel to take it slow and serious while driving. You may have noticed a new style of turn signal in Lakewood at 14th and Wadsworth. This type of signal is for drivers turning left and is located over the left turn lane. Take a look at our video on what to do when you see the flashing light.
Going on behind us is one of the new traffic signal arrangements. This is at the intersection of Wadsworth and 14th Avenue. The new signal arrangement is referred to as the flashing yellow arrow. It's essentially just a different way to display to the driver that they need to yield to oncoming traffic before making a left-hand turn, and also yield to pedestrians that are in the crosswalk. The flashing yellow arrow traffic signals are incredibly beneficial for us traffic engineers. It gives us more options as far as handling traffic, especially traffic that varies throughout the time of the day. Traditional left turn signals, when you pull up to, the left turn arrow typically occurs first and then the through movements. So you're at a disadvantage if you're coming up to a major intersection and you've already missed the left turn arrow. With the traffic signal arrangement behind us, we can actually make the left turn arrow come on after the through movement, so you don't have to wait for the side street traffic first. So with patterns that vary by time of day, this is a huge help for us. Other municipalities around here have been using this as well. CDOT started using the flashing yellow arrow some time back, and then a few other agencies around us, such as Denver or the city of Arvada, have also recently implemented the flashing yellow arrow as well. So they're being used across the state and around the metro area of Denver. So if you're approaching a flashing yellow arrow turn signal, if you're approaching on the red, then you would at any other intersection. It's a stop command, so you would wait until a different indication occurs. If a green arrow comes up, you would treat it as any other green arrow, which means you're protected to turn in that direction. If you're looking at a solid yellow arrow, that means the signal is about to turn red. And if you're looking at a flashing yellow arrow, this is an indication that means that you should yield to the traffic that's coming towards you, or you should yield to anyone that's in the crosswalk before making your left-hand turn. So if you pull up to an intersection and the flashing yellow arrow is on, what that means is the opposing direction has a green, which is why you have to yield to oncoming traffic and any pedestrians in the crosswalk. Only when you pull up to a flashing yellow arrow signal that's displaying a green arrow is that when the opposing direction has a red. The flashing yellow arrow turn signals won't go in at every intersection. They'll mainly go in at intersections that are being upgraded or as a part of the traffic signal retiming project. At certain intersections, such as Wadsworth and Alameda or Kipling and Alameda, they have a red arrow, which is called a protected only left turn, where you can only turn on the green arrow. And a lot of these intersections will not be replaced because the red arrow is in place for a few reasons. It could be a severe crash history that used to exist at the intersection. A lot of intersections that have double left turns, there's not adequate sight distance to see oncoming traffic. Those are a couple of examples, but for the most part, traffic signals that have a red arrow will remain the same, and the flashing yellow arrow will only replace the traditional traffic signals that allow you to turn on a circle green. People that drive around Lakewood should be incredibly excited about seeing these come to Lakewood, just simply from the standpoint of a lot of the traffic signals have already been reprogrammed several times and adjusted over the years, and there's only so much we can do with a standard traffic signal or how they're arranged. And with the new traffic signals, it just gives us more options to handle traffic flow. We're incredibly excited about the new flashing yellow arrows coming to Lakewood. We hope they'll improve everyone's commute. If you have any questions or want to see how it works, just visit our website. It's lakewood.org, and then look up the traffic division.
If you're looking for a family-friendly event that includes food and music, head over to Mount Air Park Community Farm on May 9th from 1 to 4 p.m. for the Family Farm Fiesta. It's an afternoon of free fun where you can help paint the new mural, sample fresh foods, enjoy live music, and tour the farm. Free kids activities include craft projects, seed planting, English and Spanish story time, and face painting. The Solar Roast Coffee Truck will offer refreshments for purchase. For more information, visit SproutCityFarms.org. How would you like a chance for a front row seat to one of the metro area's biggest racing events? We are looking for volunteers for the upcoming Colfax Marathon on May 17th. Approximately 100 volunteers are needed from 6:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. to assist Lakewood Police with monitoring traffic at intersections along the marathon route, which starts on the east side of Denver City Park. The route will take the runners along Colfax through Lakewood to the Glens, out to Garrison, and then back along Colfax to the starting point. For more information, please call 303-987-7105 or email LPD Volunteer Coordinator at lakewoodco.org. Get rewarded for your pledge to reduce 2 car trips per week this summer. The city is teaming up with the Regional Air Quality Council again this year to reward Lakewood residents for helping to make the air cleaner through the Every Trip Counts program. The program is designed to reduce auto emissions during the summer months when ground level ozone pollution is the worst. As a reward for participating, the program will be providing a number of random prize drawings for transit passes during the summer ozone months. Counts. Sign up today at everytripcounts.org. Memorial Day is just a few weeks away, so it's a great time to pay tribute to those who've sacrificed so much. One of those veterans lives here in Lakewood and has an amazing story to tell. When the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor more than 70 years ago, Coloradan James Doyle was there.
That's the most awful smell that you ever smelled in your life.
Now 91 years old, he still remembers that smell of death, the surprise of the attack, and the horror of what he saw, the flames, the fear, and the wounded struggling to survive.
They pulled these poor wounded out of the water, and the water had oil. And
Doyle survived Pearl Harbor but went on to face even more danger. He was a pilot.
that was a beautiful plane.
He shows us a model of the plane he flew with a camera mounted underneath to take pictures of the enemy.
I was taught to fly when I was 14 years old.
He went from crop dusting on a farm in Meeker in western Colorado to risking his life in the skies. Aerial photos were vital to the war effort, and pilots like Doyle were some of the most daring, flying unarmed, unprotected, and often alone. In the Battle of the Coral Sea, he dodged bombers in a smoke-filled sky. On one mission, Doyle needed to land, but his aircraft carrier was on fire.
And no way was I going to land in the water. I put that baby down on this burning carrier.
He jumped from the flight deck, a 35-foot drop into the ocean.
I jumped feet first. I thought I was never going to come up. Never.
His next mission, to take pictures of a Japanese base near Guadalcanal, but that too would end badly.
I was at 8,000 feet, starting to photograph the forest, when I was jumped by 3 Zeros. I woke up in the hospital in Brisbane, Australia, and my head was crushed.
A display of medals is testament to Doyle's sacrifice. He's one of the few Pearl Harbor survivors still alive, and he earned 2 Purple Hearts for being wounded twice in battle. Some of the pictures he took are seen in history books today, and he says he's proud of his service. It's not easy for Doyle to get around these days, but he's still active. He joined the newly formed chapter of Purple Heart recipients based in Arvada. He wants the younger generation to know how important it is to sacrifice for your country.
I'm honored that I was ever chosen by the Navy. We went through hell, but it was something we had to do.
Our thanks to James for his service. He and his wife have lived in the same home in Lakewood for the past 50 years. They've been married for 70. Explore the spring floral display on Green Mountain during the Wildflower Hike, led by park naturalists and members of the U.S. Bureau of Land Management on May 16th from 10 a.m. to noon at Bear Creek Lake Park. The hike will leave from the Florida Trailhead. You can register online at lakewood.org/BCLP events. Lakewood's Healthy Lakewood Partnership received a gold level of recognition in the livability category of the Denver Regional Council of Governments Local Awards. The partnership includes the Consortium for Older Adult Wellness, Centura Health, and the city's Community Resources Department. Healthy Lakewood creates a transformative approach to community health improvement through a combination of evidence-based health education and access to active lifestyle opportunities. Health coaching and coordinated intervention to address chronic disease are some examples. The city also won gold in the economic development category for the Sheridan Station 20-minute neighborhood implementation strategy and Mount Air Park Community Farm. Certified lunatic and master of the impossible, Tomasz Kubinek teams up with the Lakewood Symphony at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, May 7th and Friday, May 8th for 2 evenings of grand music and madcap hilarity. Kubinek uses his comedic brilliance to have everyone, including the musicians, in stitches through orchestral works by Mozart, Bach, Rossini, Beethoven, Verdi, and more. The Lakewood Symphony Orchestra is Lakewood's one and only orchestra, made up of talented musicians from throughout the metro area. The symphony performs 8 concerts a year at the Lakewood Cultural Center and other locations. Visit lakewoodsymphony.org for schedule and ticket information. Tickets start at $18 and are available at 303-987-7845, lakewood.org/LCC Presents, or the Lakewood Cultural Center box office. And be sure to check out Lakewood 8 in high definition. Tune into Channel 880 on Comcast Cable to take a look. And of course, you can still see us on Comcast Channel 8 as well. That's it for this week's edition of City Scene. Stay up to date on the latest Lakewood news and events at lakewood.org/stay informed. I'm Wendy Brockman. Thanks for watching.